Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Ndi Millicent chiwera chiskawe Makhado. Tumduru macheru over mlima. Yeah, I don't know why I love saying that. Anyway, welcome back to my channel. The Koribu start to the millions that I hear. Million. And to those that are new here. I am so grateful and honored that you chose to watch my YouTube channel. Please continue to watch and subscribe to my channel and hit the notification button so that you can be the first one to be notified when I upload a new video. And of course, comment and tell me what you think about the topic that I'm going to be speaking about today, which is money. Money and how and why they bewitch you using money. This is a very painful topic to actually speak about because firstly we need to acknowledge that people are jealous of our existence, jealous of the fact that you are breathing, jealous because they see your future. They know that if they just let you be, that you are going to be a success, and they do not want you to succeed. And this is a story. Firstly, I'll start as a story and tell you my story. When I was in, we used to call it sub A, sub B. I think it's grade 1 and grade 2 now. So I was in grade 1, which was sub A, back in the 80s, in the late 80s. I was staying in Pretoria with my grandmother and mom, my brothers, everyone. And I was just starting school in Thoyando Primary School in Atteridgeville, Sourceville. Now, my grandmother used to work at Lodium. Lodium is an area for Indian people, and she would bring food every day. We used to call them kirkos. And on this particular day, she came back. It was around 5, 6 in the evening, and it was a bit, it was in winterish, so it was a bit, we are about dark, but it was still. And then she said I must go to the house, not far from our house, to her cousin something, who was also old. And she said I must go give that woman the kirkos. And I did as told. I went there and I gave her. When I was leaving, I saw this other guy who was also a relative of mine, and he said to me, "Hi, don't you want to have enough the carry the money that I used to carry at school was 50 cents. Back then it was a lot of money. But he said he wants to give, he said, how much do you eat at school? And I said 50 cents. And then he's like, oh, let me give you another one. And he gave me 50 cents. I still remember it was, that 10 cent was a big blue silver one. And the 20 cent was, I think, brown at the time, and there were two. I think when I remember quite well, there was also 5 cents that he gave me, but the whole money was 50 cents. And I was so excited because right now I was going to eat 1 rand at school because I was not going to tell my mom, or enough got another 50 cents. So I was so excited, and I went back to the house, took that money in my hand. I don't want to lose it, and I slept holding that money. And I didn't tell anyone about that because this guy is a relative, right? And he gave me 50 cents. It's a lot of money. Now, I woke up. When I woke up in the morning, my mom used to wake me up at 5 to bath me before she goes to work, and then I would go back to sleep, and my brothers would then wake me up around 7 just to prepare me, maybe brush my teeth, brush my teeth and stuff like that, and then go to school with them. But this particular day when my mom woke me up, I was not okay. My head had turned, I think, the other side. Like, okay, let me try this. It had turned to like this, and it was not moving. My head was just like that. And my mom, and you can see on the face that this child is going, she's dying, or something is happening with her. And my mom told her younger sister came, and there was nothing they could do. They have to go to work. The younger sister was like, she's scared. They're gonna cut off my head at the hospital. They must not take me to the hospital. They must take me to someone. When my brothers woke me up, obviously my brothers were told not to, just to check on me and see if I'm okay. And they also had to go to school. So I gave my money, which was on my hand at that time, since yesterday. I gave that money to my brother, Chipiwa, and I said, because I'm not going to school, and it was a Friday, take this money and use it. My brother went to school, everyone went to school, and they left me in the house. They had fed me porridge in the morning, so obviously I didn't eat anything, and I couldn't move. I was in the bed the whole time. Around 10, just after 10, I think, during break time, the other kids from the school brought my brother back from school, Chipiwa, the one I gave the money to. And he was sick, he was vomiting, he was just not himself, and they took him back, and we ended up sleeping in the same bed because the two of us are now not okay. And then I said to him, what happened to my 50 cent? And he said he bought food from this other woman. I think it was Master Reich. He said, I bought food at school. And then we were like, okay. And then what happened? I said, no, that lady was sick. She was taken home. She went home. But she has the money, right? The money is no longer with me. It's no longer with my brother. The money is with this woman who sells food at school. And when my parents came back, it was around 7, because my mom's younger sister decided that they should take me somewhere. They did take me somewhere. I don't remember where, how, but we went to someone. And that person kurumedzanga sort of a plastic bag, and I had to steam and smell whatever it was. And after that, he put a green, was it green or blue? I don't remember if it was green or blue rope on my neck. So to those who remember me from my primary school days, I had a rope on my neck which was yellow or green throughout. Like, I'll explain. So then they decided that because it was the end of the year, I must go stay with my grandmother, who's a traditional healer, Sangoma, in Venda. Then the following year, the same year, in December, when we closed at school, I went to stay with my granny. I was going to do Sabio Standard 1 there in Venda. And then I went to Venda. When I was in Venda, my grandmother obviously knew what was wrong with me, because my neck, years after they gave me that rope, it did come back. But I had neck problems and my body was tired and everything. I went back to Venda, forgot about the whole thing. I was okay. I'm with my grandmother. My grandmother is able to do this and that. And to pasha. My grandmother loved to pasha. In our house in Venda, when you entered that house with your bags, you didn't go inside. There was a place where we all had to go there with our bags, and Granny would speak to her ancestors, and she would use harwa, traditional beer, to communicate with them and say, Millicent is here, Mama is here, Mama is here. Even the day you leave, you're going back to Joburg, or you're going to an interview, or going to anything, my grandmother would kneel with you in the early hours of the morning, like around before 6 in the morning, before like the sun comes out. And she would speak to her ancestors and say, hey, Millicent is leaving, she's going back to Joburg, please protect her, whatever, and say all those things. Or you're going to an interview, whatever it is that you're going to do, we used to do that. So we went to Venda, stayed in Venda. Hence, that's when I learned all these things that I'm telling you about, that I always do videos about witchcraft and stuff. So I think I was in standard 3, which was grade 5, when I was playing with my friends next door, that I went home. Because that man said, the man who gave me that rope said, when I'm healed, that thing will just go. Then, and I will not find it, because it will go back to him, or find its way to go back to him so that he can heal other people. Right. One day when I was playing with my friends, I don't know what happened, but I just remember getting home and my grandmother was like, where's the rope? And I was crying, thinking my mom's gonna hate me, my mom's gonna kill me, whatever. So my grandmother was like, no, don't worry, it's done. That means you're healed, you're okay. Then my mom came. She also knew, because she was told. I was not told, or this thing will go away. Like, I ain't go or like, there was this big knot at the back. Like, you can't take it off, and it just vanished from my neck. Like, it was not there. It was gone. Okay, fine. Then I was healed. And while I was talking to my grandmother, talking to other people about these things, I then learned, and I know that people use money to destroy you, to destroy your future, to destroy your marriage, your relationship. Let's just to destroy everything that you want to touch, everything that you want to do with your life. They can destroy it just using money. So I was young, so obviously I didn't know. You are older, that is why you're watching this video, and this is why I want to teach you this. Do not accept money, especially from relatives. If they're asking for money, come up with stories. Yep. Come up with whatever story that you want to come up with. Send them, maybe send them a phone. But don't give them like cash. And don't accept somebody forcefully giving you money. And you're like, no, I'm okay. Work for your own money. Money is a very powerful tool that will block you not to ever have money again in your life. When you have money, you won't even know where your money went. Like, they just destroy your financial freedom. They will destroy it because of money. Money is a very, very dangerous tool, and most people who can do that, you guessed it, are your relatives, are your family members. Because even the that I work with is a colleague, and they take my money and use it, it won't work. It has to be somebody, ane abori, they have your blood. Anyone who has your blood. Remember I said, when somebody's bewitching you and they are your blood, they don't need your physical blood. They don't need you to destroy you. They can use their own blood and call your name and do things using you and your blood, because you are their blood. Even if that person is your relative, that person still has your blood, and they can still use it, and they can use money. Money, mostly they are using it for your financial freedom, so that you never have money. No matter what you do, no matter like where you go, you never have money in your family, in your business, and everything that you do. Money just doesn't want you. Money doesn't want you. And all that values you better by, number one, finding your right footing with Christ, praying, deliverance. If you believe in pastors, get a pastor, prophet, bishop, whoever, to deliver you. If you just believe in God and you don't believe in pastors, then be on the knees of God and speak to God directly and say, hey, this is what's happening. I need deliverance. I always tell people, buy Bugia Prayer Rain. If you can buy Bugia Prayer Rain, you learn how to deliver yourself at home, at your own time. Anyway, you can just open that book. I travel and go long distance with Prayer Rain and just deliver myself from this and that and that. Like, there's a lot of points there that you can use, you know. If you believe in ancestors and traditional healers, then get one that is the right one and use that person to help you, so that you can be removed from all these things. It's something simple, like when I was growing up and my grandmother saw that this person is growing up, we used to go to the grave and we would put money and speak on that grave for my success and everything. Money, because I was held up nga chelede. So we had to use money, the same coins, and speak to her ancestors on her mother's grave and speak for prosperity and success and cancel whatever it is. We went to the grave. I was young, so the things that I was saying were the things that my grandmother was telling me to say, which obviously by now I wouldn't know them because I'm old. But we went there to speak on the grave and Rabaya Cherede as a coin, you know, on the head, on the side of the head, like if I'm facing the head like this, okay, like this, like on the side here, on the side here, or on the side here of that person's head, and not at the back, but on this side and on this side. You need to learn to protect yourself from these witches and wizards because they are there, and most of them are related to you. If they leave money in your house by mistake, ask somebody who's not related to you to touch that money and throw it into the bin, because they will forget money in your house. They will want to give you money, and plus at that time you need the money, and they give you physically and you hold it. It's done. And some of them come and ask for money, and it's like, I don't want a lot of money, just 20 rand, 10 rand, anything, as long as it's coming from you, it's fine. You know those kind of people, as long as it's coming from you. And you're like, no, I'll do an EFT. No, I want you to give me the money. Like, I want to feel you. You are gone. Just like that, you're gone. 3 days later, your job is done. They will call you and say you are fired for no reason. So you need to be careful with your money and find somebody who can help you, or help yourself if you can. I hope this helped someone. And please continue to watch my YouTube videos, and I will talk more about a lot of things that I went through in my life so that it can help someone. Have a blessed day.